There's some interesting examples today about how well B2C is working. And so Old Spice guy is becoming famous. Now, let's look at what they did B2C, right? Old Spice is a very old brand. My dad used Old Spice. Yeah, it's a little white deodorant thing, green at the top. Okay, I remember it. Old Spice was old. So a year or so ago, Old Spice got a young marketing person in that made two decisions. One decision that was made was, we're going to quit trying to sell Old Spice to guys, and we're going to sell Old Spice to women. And the reason we're going to do that is because they have 80% of the buying power, right? They spend 80% of the money in the family. Okay, so why do we sell them to dudes? So that was one decision. The other decision was, we're going to use social marketing, right? We're going to create a socially directed buying campaign. So they started off by creating a personality out of Old Spice guy. And the way they did it was they ran this commercial on television and then moved it to the web.
Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me. But if he stopped using lady-scented body wash and switched to Old Spice, he could smell like he's me. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're on a boat with the man your man could smell like. What's in your hand? Back at me. I have it. It's an oyster with 2 tickets to that thing you love. Look again. The tickets are now diamond. Anything is possible when your man smells like Old Spice and not a lady. I'm on a horse.
It's kind of cool. So they create this on television, but they immediately move it to the web. It gets more views on the web than it probably got on television. And then they created this personality. And Old Spice guy now, today, answers tweets. So every day he answers one tweet from the public, and he gives his strange Old Spice guy answers. And so it's gotten to be so well known now that stars, movie stars and people are sending him tweets begging him to answer theirs. So let me just show you one that he just did for Demi Moore.
Demi Moore tweets. Old Spice guy. I want a special video response. Wow. Thanks, Demi Moore. And I want to give you a special video response. How about I beat up the pirate pinata that's sneaking up behind me with this petrified freshwater fish while saying your name? I didn't say your name, but there were treasures inside.
So every day he does something like that, okay? And it gets hundreds of thousands of hits. And at the end of the story, that article that I showed you at the beginning is from Advertising Age, and it says in that article that sales of Old Spice are up 107%. They have doubled the sales of this brand, which is not a small number, just because of their social technology, their socially directed buying campaign that they've done. Now, it costs them very little to do what they're doing, using this viral video. Not like it used to cost with television, because how much does it cost for them to distribute these videos on YouTube? Zero. It costs zero for them to do the distribution. You can see it's not like they put a ton of money into the production. Okay? But sales are up 107%. So we're seeing a lot of case studies where socially directed buying is having dramatic impacts on a B2C sale. All right? Now, it's the same thing for you. You know, again, in order to be good at selling social and good at consulting on it, you have to be good at doing it for yourselves. All right? And so you've got to think of yourselves as also a B2C player and learn what the techniques are so you can drive more leads and more revenue from B2C as well.